ever gotten like a postcard, from some place that like you haven't been to in forever?
Yeah.
And it just like brings back all these memories.
Totally.
Yeah, and it's like just a little glimpse into that like world again.
Absolutely.
Well, that's what we're doing today.
Okay.
We are diving into Tang Dynasty China.
Ooh.
Through a single poem.
I love it. Okay.
We are going deep.
Let's get into it.
With some classical Chinese poetry today.
Awesome.
So we have a really cool excerpt from a longer piece by Wang Wei.
Okay, I've heard of him.
Yeah, he was like a rock star.
What?
Yeah, in 8th century China.
Oh, wow. Okay, so a celebrity.
Yeah, a total celebrity.
Got it.
And this is a zashi poem.
Zashi poem?
Do you know about these?
I feel like you've mentioned them.
Yeah.
They're short, right?
They are short.
Okay.
They're very short.
Like haiku length or?
Yeah, kind of like haiku on steroids.
Okay. All right.
Because like haikus are like really cool and like evocative, but these are like
more intense.
Way more intense.
Okay, got it.
Packed with meaning.
Love it.
Super short, but dense.
Okay.
All right, so this one starts. You come from my hometown.
Mm-hmm.
It's so direct.
Yes, very direct.
Like it's so personal, right?
Yeah, and you can just feel that like longing.
Yes.
Right away.
Yes.
It's powerful.
It's so powerful. And it's interesting because like classical Chinese poetry can be very formal.
Super formal.
But this is
like just intimate.
Yes, immediately intimate.
Right.
It's like we're dropped right into a conversation.
Totally.
That like already has all this like
backstory,
baggage and history.
Yes, exactly.
Or we're just like listening in.
I love that.
And think about this.
Okay.
In 8th century China, travel was not easy.
No, not at all.
It was like a huge deal if you were traveling.
Yeah.
So if somebody shows up and they're like,
oh my God,
I'm from your hometown.
Yeah, you're like the news, like, what? Tell me everything. Exactly. And especially in a culture that was so based on family and ancestry.
Yes. Confucianism.
Yeah, where your connection to your birthplace was.
Huge deal.
Huge. It was a huge part of your identity.
So it's not just like, oh, I miss my hometown. It's like, I miss this like
part of you.
Vital part of myself.
Yes.
That I like don't have access to anymore.
It's like this person embodies that connection to this lost part of you.
And that just makes the next line so powerful.
Which is
you must know all about it.
Oh, I see.
Like you can just hear the
desperation.
The desperation. Right?
Yeah, like tell me everything.
Yeah.
Don't leave anything out.
Yes. Tell me all the gossip.
Yes, exactly.
Who's married, who's had babies.
All the details.
Like what's going on?
Right, because for someone who may never have the chance to return home.
Right.
Every little detail becomes so precious.
Yeah.
Right? It's this link to their past.
And then the poem like shifts gears again.
Oh, really?
And this is what I love. Okay, so the third line is, tell me by my window.
By the window.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's like we're suddenly like leaning in.
Yeah.
Closer. We're like on the edge of our seats. Like, what is it? What is it?
What's he going to say? Yes.
Right, because it went from this like general longing to now we're going to get a question.
Oh, it's getting specific.
Like, what does he need to know?
Okay.
And then boom, the last line.
Okay.
Have the winter plums bloomed yet?
The winter plums?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hey,
interesting.
After all that, just like.
I kind of thought it would be like a bigger question, after all that buildup.
Like, who's the richest person in town now?
Yeah, exactly.
Or like.
Is the bakery still there?
Have they like, rebuilt the temple or something like that?
Yes.
Something major.
Something big and important.
No.
Nope.
Winter plums.
Winter plums.
But
it's so good.
It is good.
It's so good because it's like, it's simple, but like, there's got to be something more there, right?
So much more there. And like, think about winter plums.
Okay.
They bloom in like the dead of winter.
Oh, really?
Like the very end of winter.
Okay.
So they're like this symbol of hope renewal.
Renewal, yeah.
So he's not really asking about plum.
He's asking about like, is there still beauty in the world?
Yes.
Like, is there
still hope?
Yeah.
Like, tell me something good.
Right, exactly. Amidst all of this like uncertainty and hardship and change.
Yes.
He's looking for like a little glimmer of hope.
And he's asking it through this like really simple question.
I see.
It's so good.
It's so clever.
It's so good.
It's so subtle.
Right? And it's like, he doesn't end with like a big declaration. It's like he ends on this like quiet note.
Yeah, like a whisper of hope.
Yes.
Almost.
It's so good.
Yeah, and it makes you think like, what are the winter plums
Yes.
in our own lives, you know?
Exactly.
What are those little things that we might overlook
Right.
that actually hold so much meaning?
What are those tiny details
Right.
that in 1,000 years, if someone's like reading a poem about our lives,
Yes.
what are they going to be like, oh my gosh?
Exactly.
Like, I wonder if
that is so profound.
it's so true.
Yeah, it is.
It makes you think.
It really does.
Yeah.
Wow.
So good.
I love that.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break,
Okay.
and we'll be right back.